What's up, SNA fans? I'm back. I got some more technical difficulties. Sorry about that, but I fixed them, and now I'm back making a second clip of the SNA podcast NXT review part 17. Something wrong with my hotspot onto my computer, but I managed to fix that issue. But I'm gonna continue the segment with Baron Corbin and Ilya Dragunov with them in the. And in the ring, with them going back and forth with their promos, like on their promo, especially with Baron Corbin saying have most of the words to say to the Mad Dragon before his match on the road to NXT Deadline, which he was I'll tell you, also what he said, back to what he was saying, is you can see how much of the hard work I've been putting in, being in front of on the screen from the past 8 years. I think that's true. You've been a recognizable name, but that doesn't mean you were the biggest name. You were normally losing to the likes of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns later on to your years, in the late 2010s, early 2020s. And I'll say in 2018 and 19, you had opportunities for the Universal Championship, but you really haven't won. And you even got a WWE Championship opportunity, whoever that happened to, some of it was because John Cena distracted you, when you cashed in your Money in the Bank briefcase on Jinder Mahal, but he hit the most devastating move in sports entertainment, which I wish I was doing reviews back in 2017 at the time. Especially if I was thinking of being Super Ninja Austin, I wasn't even thinking about that until 2 years later, being the superhero character. But anyway, this is where Baron Corbin was like, I'm going to see what is mine. I see right here was mine. And I see in your blood is boiling. I see it in your eyes. You're about to lose it. He's like, your son misses you. And you miss your son even more. And I can stand here and say that to your face because I'm mad enough to say that. I can look any street in the world, I'm going to look at my shoulder and stand on that. You're going to understand why. You say this about your family, Ilya, and I say, do something about it right here, right now. And he also said that he'd make an excuse of the reason why he left his family as well. And I was like, wow, that was the most hypocritical statement that he has never made in his run in WWE. Because, talking about excuses, every time when you lost a match with someone like a Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, especially when the championship was on the line, you always keep talking about if that didn't happen, you would have been Universal Champion. So now you're talking that about Ilya Dragunov, and something tells me he's going to do that exactly again, except this time in his second run in NXT. And he's going to say, if Ilya Dragunov didn't pull that sneaky plan up his sleeve, whatever he had planned, the retain his NXT championship, he's gonna be like, if he didn't do that, I would be NXT champion, which I don't think need to do anything else other than the torpedo headbutt or that thunderous Mad Dragon elbow strike with him being on the ground. But this is where Ilya Dragunov flipped over the table. He grabbed on his NXT championship. He was like, that's what you want? This is what you want, Corbin? And then this is where Baron Corbin's like, you got that fire and stuff? You think that's going to scare me? Ilya, I've been through hell, and back, and I have always thought, I always fought myself out of any obstacles in my way. And this Saturday, nobody, I'm good. And he was like, I'll do it right now. I'm gonna show you the example. This is for you and your family. Here's this table. It's for your family. And this is where he started putting he was grabbing onto the table and placing it onto the upper right corner ropes, or not ropes, turnbuckles, the corner turnbuckles, I should say. This is where he's like, come on, Ilya, try to hit me. Try to hit me with your torpedo headbutt maneuver, right through this table. This is where Ilya Dragunov nearly did it, but he did the most shocking thing in all of sports entertainment and pro wrestling. And I've never seen this from any pro wrestler / sports entertainer in my life. He did the move that no professional wrestler would ever do to their opponents in all of professional wrestling / sports entertainment. He turned him around, give him a big hug, and send him a warning message. I was like, wow, like I never seen a wrestler hug their opponent. Like with Ilya Dragunov, like never, not even a single professional wrestler did this maneuver. He was like, the only thing that you should be fearing is the dragon himself, and he shouted that out with him saying it onto the microphone Baron Corbin was holding while he was hugging Baron Corbin. Here's what Baron Corbin was kind of worrying because he's like I don't know like if I should be worrying or not, but I think he's gonna be losing it to the point that he could possibly defeat me. Which I was thinking like, yeah, you should be worrying about that, like Baron, like yeah. And this is where Baron Corbin was staring at him. This is where it looked like the show was about to end, but before the NXT show even ended, like this is where right before I should say, this is where the rest of the NXT wrestlers on the locker room started to come out in the ring again and continue their brawl, like what the women was doing, and like the women participants of the women's Iron Survivor challenge, yeah. And this is where they started beating the absolute crap out of each other continuously. Where Braun Breaker and Tyler Bate throwing fists at each other, and then it was Trick Williams and Dijak and Josh Briggs start throwing punches at each other into a three-way situation. This is where they start fighting because all five of these men are going to be in the Iron Survivor match. They're trying to score a victory into the match to become the next NXT champion. But like if they can come out, if either of these five men come out victorious and be the next number one contender, either of it being Ilya Dragunov or Baron Corbin. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments down below. Who's going to win the Iron Survivor match? Who's going to win the NXT Championship match? Who's going to win the North American Championship match? And who's going to win the Women's Iron Survivor match? Which I would say the match of the night was definitely the Fatal 4-Way match. Second night match of the night was the opener Women's Fatal 4-Way match. And I would say third match, perhaps the six-man tag match, six-person tag, mixed tag match with the Alpha Academy against the Metaphor with Chad Gable, Maxine Dupree, and Otis taking on Lash Legend, Noam Dar, and Oro Menza. But yeah, and also even Axiom versus Nathan Frazier was being good, but it doesn't count as the fourth best match of the night, considering it wasn't a match whatsoever. But yeah, all these matches were really good. Even the Lola Vice versus Tatum Paxley was a really good match itself. But I would say I would give NXT a really good 4-star out of 5 rating, right, for tonight's show. And how would y'all rank NXT tonight? Y'all let me know down in the comments below, and what you thought about NXT for those who watched. Let me leave a comment about that also as well. And yep, yes, sir, ma'am. This was your review of NXT, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please leave a huge thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, click the bell notification, and so you can be notified. First. You'll be the first one to be notified when I upload a new video on YouTube. And which that reminds me, and you're going to see me with my next upcoming wrestling news video. Perhaps it's going to be part 58. Yeah, I would say, yeah. It's going to be part 58 of the SNA podcast of the wrestling news, episode 159. And I'm going to be talking about the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors like usual that USNA fans need to know from the Sportskeeda article. And also, I'm going to be doing my AEW Dynamite review, episode 160 of the SNA podcast as well, which will be part 17, not 16, that was last week. 17, part 17 of the AEW Dynamite, which we're going to be seeing round 3 of the Golden League's Continental Classic with Jon Moxley taking on, who was it? It was John Moxley versus Roosh, I believe. Swerve Strickland against Mark Briscoe, and Jay Lethal take on Jay White. Battle of the Jays, of course. But anyways, we also have the continuous the continue of the Iron, not the Iron Survivor. I'm thinking of NXT right now, which I just did a review with them. But I mean the AEW the Continental Classic tournament with the Blue Leagues, which we'll have some more matches like with the likes of Bryan Danielson, Eddie Kingston, Claudio Castagnoli, Brody King, and Andrade El Idolo and Daniel Garcia in the round 3 of the tournament on who's going to score 3 more points or who's going to be 0, or who's going to finally score the first 3 points into their match against him, like of getting the win. But we're gonna figure that out starting tomorrow, and then on the Blue Leagues this Saturday, round 3 of Collision. But tomorrow we're gonna see what's gonna go down on AEW Dynamite on the side with Jay Lethal, Jay White, Mark Briscoe, Swerve Strickland, John Moxley, and Roosh. But yeah, we're gonna see that all on tomorrow night's video. Hopefully y'all have a great Tuesday night, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin, the Assassin, out. Bye-bye, my SNA fans. Good night. See you tomorrow afternoon.